Ooh, what is it you have there? I have your stupid statue. Oh, to sacred lamp. The infinite one has kept his promise. My people can tell the deeds that form the name of aiding the cups. I must surrender to everything. We conduct your purity no longer. The rivals be of the ancients. Yes, the time of fear is past. We take the lamp and a village as to illumination upon the walls of the forgotten. Gather their companions. We shall speak again once our prayers have been offered.
O stewards of the Ondo, we offer up our light in answer.
That crystal you showed the artisan. Was it... Did it belong to one of my friends?
Yep.
I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day. So tell me, if you would, how did you come across... It was Render Reyes, then. Strange that I should learn such things now, after they're long gone. They were fine friends, every one of them. I didn't expect death to teach me so much. About them, about Seto, about you, about the hope that hides at the heart of this world. I've never been one for idle chit-chat, but if by some miracle I could see them all again, I doubt I would ever stop talking. I'm grateful I got to bend your ear at least. And just for that, I reckon I'll stick with you. To the very end.
Apologies, we were a little late to the gathering.
It seems we succeeded in gaining their trust.
The delay wasn't exactly welcome, but at least our many hands made light work. And they seemed especially impressed with your contribution. Our hero indeed.
Y'shtola was telling us those structures may date back to the age of the Ascians.
An Ascian homeland. Despite his many protestations, I never quite believed Emmett Selk was telling the truth.
Nor I. But there is no denying the evidence before our eyes. Clearly this was once a great city. A home they would see restored, no matter how many tens of thousands of years it takes.
It's a hollow dream when you think about it. Even if they manage to rejoin all the worlds, they'll never bring back the ones who were lost. But would I have done any different?
How are you feeling?
You have completed your devotions?
Yes. To the honored ancients have we offered up our prayers and our gratitude. You too have our thanks.
Might we trouble thee then to tell us more of the illuminated land of which thou didst lately speak?
To the west of here lies a great trench. Some days ago, a light appeared in that endless darkness. Curious, we ventured closer and discovered in the depths an entire city.
Oh.
The buildings we spied were akin to our own everlasting abodes. Impossibly so. We understood at once the ancients had risen. There could be no doubt. Taken with terror, we retreated to the cups, and I decreed that none should enter the trench until such time as we received a sign.
Might it still be possible to reach this city of the ancients?
With no water to drown you, a finless one could now travel there. Yes. I am convinced you are the sign for which we have been waiting. My people will show you the way.
Shall we?
Hey girl. Do we assume he's not swimming in salt water? Ow! Oh. Oh my gosh. Looks like it's in the trench. Let me assume he's not swimming in salt water. I wouldn't certainly find ourselves at the edge of Bismarck bubble nowhere to breathe. Meeting the Ondo is fascinating. They live just like us in some ways, but completely different. And then back here in the culture world, they don't all last forever. Looks like it's so difficult to reach, yet every step we take brings us nearer to a stronghold. Let's not linger. We have everything we need. Artisan, fellows, skilled as they say, may wish to avail yourself of services I ever pass. Done. I don't care what these people have to say. Oh, let's gather, yes, and I shall scrap the pass, enter the cavern beyond, and follow the wall down and down and down and down. Once the bottom, find the passage northwest, and then continue west, 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 west. It's not that simple. Keep friends from shouting distance and not stray into the deep. Just before the journey's end, you will find Caliban Gap, the berry we place in its mouth. This obstacle will fade should you raise a hand toward it. We've made it so. Most succinct explanation. We thank you for your guidance. Right, deeper into the depths we go. Oh, hey, what are you doing over here by yourself? The rocks and coral bunch of the cavern wall like staircase sorts. Be careful, we won't want to slip from up here. I don't care. I'm virtually immortal. So, doesn't matter. Down, 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 down. And then west, 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 west. This something. I bet you those bursts of water can carry you clear to the top again. I'm eager to try. Our guide bade us travel the cavern floor and hence to the west, yet it would seem the twisting tunnels defy such simple destruction. Rather than direction line, it's just we scout with care and light a path ahead for those who come behind. Dun 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 dun. Y'shtola hath forged ahead. Shall we continue our advance? Oh, there was something. What was it? Was it an item? Fiberglass. Okay. At their compass. This thing. To the northwest, alright. Wait, what did you... It's down here, right? Yeah. Oh, there she is. The rock drops off sharply here. I should think this coral thick enough to serve as a bridge. Oh, that's right, I have a chocobo too. This is a hot fire. Which one of these is garbage? I mean, all of them? Let's do heavy. Creates a barren elephant. Let's not if I can draw on a third. Heavy. No, that's not bad actually. there. Alright. Oh, run away. Alright, cool. Onward. You have choice 2 routes to go. You can either take the long way south along the rocks or skip along the coral branch with Atlasai is done. I plunge with the following example. Hell yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Actually, let's see if there's any of these douches. Northwest. Yeah. There it is. Perfect. For those of you who know where this, I hit these so I can fly. See, it helps me better understand the wind movements. So now I can fly. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. The north. Alright. Phew! Not of it. I would say it's really gone ahead. We should catch up to her. Yeah. It's my girl. What's up, baby? There you are. Come on, I think I found a tunnel we were looking for. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I see it. Here, this must be a bear of Ando spoke. Well, that was rather more arduous than expected. I felt a sudden rush of gratitude for the smooth roads our ancestors cut through the wilderness. It was a treacherous path indeed. Now I believe one of us needs to raise the hand and banish this next obstacle. I'd like you to do the honors. Cool. Gone, just like that. I suppose we could head in. Like it's not. This tunnel is just a perilous road we walk to get here. Let's all stay in surrounding, shall we? Oh no! Boo! I didn't kill any of them. I just summoned more. Ah, we gotta like come all the way back down here. Motherfuck. Alright, let's fuck around so much this time. Oh wait, no. I need to go... southeast, yeah. Wait, where am I going? Yeah, what is happening? Okay, here we go. Wait, no. I'm trying to get down there. How the heck did I do that before? This way? That'll get me there. Whee! Okay. Alright. Figured it out. Boom! Alright. This is confusing. Oh, you're putting here, then maybe climb back up if you fell. Huh.
By the gods!
Look at that! That is the city.
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Then we are seeing the same view. The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
The cheats and spoke of lights stretching the abyss is not all what I imagine. How would he do this? Should you note the style of architecture is the same used in the remnants of the cups and the murals painted towers. Closely, Amosek was not simply reclaim these ruins, he has layered the semblance of an entire city upon them. God's magnitude of this artifice is staggering, though it pains me to admit we do not fully understand the feats of which an old world Ascian is capable. What I say is stealing yourself for the task ahead. It's intimidating, yes, but to start somewhere. Why don't we have a close look at the tower to the southeast? We might be able to reach it from the edge of the trench. Whew. Look at the size of these doors. How do the pixies must feel? A rich town recognized. Welcome to the city of Amarat. It will be riding the lift. Why did the building just welcome you? Mayhaps not a strange passing. Did Emmett Selknot invite Richtown to visit his abode? 'Tis plain they coming was expected. Where would this lift be taking us? Lift services every level of Akora Heights. It is pleasantly configured to convey passengers directly to the ground floor. All that we have, in the absence of some few hundred yalms of rope, we have little choice to accept the offer. The emphasis on we. I'm not about to let you walk in that place alone. I wish to ride the lift. As you wish, the lift will arrive shortly. Facilities include the Bureau of Administrator, the Bureau of Architecture, the Capital! Hey, it's Alex Smith. It's only this distance to start to realize how big these buildings truly are. The voice of the city, Amarat. Look, over there. Here's a big looking douchebag looking guy. Is that a person? Oh no, I'm sick. That's a giant. Doesn't seem to have noticed this shit. Let's go kill it. Giant or no resident of this place may have much to tell us. I say we'll make our first move. Alpha Node. You just. Ugh. Dumbass. Dumas. Hey, if you excuse my boldness, but I'm going to ask you a few questions. What adorable costumes. Are you children on excursion? This district has much to teach you. How odd. This sounds like no language I've ever heard, and yet I understood every word. Just as he understood us. Bahama, which district is that exactly? You must be lost, poor things. Stand in the Palylaride district, wherein lies the instructions most vital to the management of our star. The fuck? That's who rules the city. Who rules? What a curious question. May it be referred to our supervising body, the Convocation of 14. So Emlet Silk is a member of the Convocation. Were you hoping to witness his deeds firsthand? Hardly surprising, I suppose. The whole world holds its breath as the final days draw us near, and our brightest minds race to implement their plans. But you must understand that gaining an audience at this time will be next to impossible. You should hurry home now before your families begin to worry. Do you need me to walk you back? No, thank you. We'll be fine. Very well. Take care, little ones. What is that all about? To my eyes, those people appear as arcane entities. I suspect Emlet Silk wove them from Aether, much as you reconstructed the entire city. The final days. Such words would befit the oblivion described to us by our Ascian foe. Catastrophe of unprecedented scale, which set in motion the summoning of Zodiac and thence Eidolon herself. But that happened centuries and centuries ago, didn't it? The man spoke as if we were rushing to avert disaster here and now. Oh. Unless for these people, the distant past is here and now. I believe that has the right of it, Master Alphanode. This ethereal Amorat, his residents, appear to be phantoms of a different age. Emmet Silk hath resurrected a memory, a moment in time from before the star was sundered. So we find ourselves in a long-destroyed city and have long departed in an unusual situation, to be sure. But at least we'll be able to parley with these ancients. In fact, they seem downright eager to chat. I say we use this to our advantage. Split up, strike some conversation, and see if we can't learn the location of our core. And while we're at it, it wouldn't hurt to wheedle out a few more details regarding this Convocation of 14 and their impending disaster. I like it. Go for it. To mingling then, let's meet back here when our jaws stop aching. Start aching. Oh, we got it. Access routine. Good gracious, child, it's a family. You should not be alone at this time. Run home quickly. Have you not heard? Though yet confined to the lands across the sea, a terrible phenomenon afflicts our star, they're calling it the final days. 'Tis said its stars suddenly a cacophonous keening from beneath the earth. Sound distorts all living things within earshot and wrests from us control of creation magics. Once happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair, every dread impulse is siphoned from our mind and given substance. The eternal fall of the fire rain, and incessant sprawling of nightmarish beasts. None can point to the source of the phenomenon. 'Tis as if the star itself has fallen ill, and a force inimical to life now feasts and spreads. It's only a matter of time until Amalat 2 resounds to the discontent squall. Discordant, you should stay with the loved one's child, stay with them. And he fades away. Let's get this guy while we're here. Oh, look at that. Spear of Architect, little one. If you require assistance, I'd be glad to assist you. I'm certain this is where you should be. Yes. Hey. This is homey. An audience with them at Silk, I'm afraid, of the wrong office, little one. Besides, you have far too easy to fill questions, curious child. Surely I've been told looming catastrophe. Every resource available to complication must be spent to ensure our world survives. They've yet to make an official announcement, but it is said the 14 are moving forward with a plan to scarce, credible proportions. One which promises to grant will to the very star itself. They will invoke our mightiest spells of creation and birth, an entity of all-encompassing magnificence, and then they will rewrite the laws of existence. It is a huge undertaking, and it must be completed ere the corruption spreads this far. Let us say to you again, do not hold out hope for an audience. What kind of Bureau of Architect, little one? I should go to assist you in a concept to seek, and I finish assisting those ahead of you in the queue. It's the first time, take a number if you're already then settle in for a good long wait. Twould seem the hall is host to most precocious visitor this day, and what, pray tell us, in swift discussion, young one? Bitches? Ah, the complication of the handling of the coming peril. It's only natural you should have questions. Shall we begin with the members themselves? As all I know, the 14 are the wisest and most puissant among us, say the stewardships of order responsible for decisions which keeps the star turning season after season. Be it the speaker, La Habrea, or the emissary, lead of us. Each seat is occupied by an elected sage of surprising intellect. Lo Gurif meet Tananem at Selk, the individual titles have such a gesture of respect. The master of tradition becomes synonymous with their incumbents. Great and cruder we greet this recurrent rumor that a seat in the convocation is soon to be left vacant. If proven true, it would be an unprecedented development, testament to the immense pressure under which saviors were toiling. In any event, I for one am confident they should deliver us the star of salvation. Town. If you're not certain than I am now, the people of the city believe the face of the end of the world. I can imagine the purpose compelled them itself to recreate this ancient. And I fancy these words of Zekhan thought of his ocean trench he would have in his story known. Tenacity. Upnude is awaiting the return of the other companions. Compare notes in his return, hopefully the next move will become Huh. It would seem our conversation are much alike. A looming disaster, creation magic's running rampant, and this complications efforts to bring salvation out of chaos. Blizzards talked little else at the time this event came to pass. Urange, if I may, what are your thoughts on this ancient arts of creation? Fascinating discipline indeed. Aught the mind can conceive may be rendered in reality. All that is required is clear concept upon which to focus one's will. It is not dissimilar to the primal rites thought by the Aesians, where in ritual ceremony breath life and figments of myth and legend. I see we arrived at the same conclusion then. People lived this age before the Sundering were blessed with vast reserves of mana. No matter how draining these creation magics must be, it seems to evade the cost with not more than a fraction of the ether which course through their own body. If we were to attempt to save such spells would soon deplete our energies, and then seek to draw the balance from elsewhere, from a hoard of crystals mayhaps, or from Earthland itself. Thus when the start of creation was placed into our hands, it became in effect a means of destruction. Interesting matter, which no doubt bears further study, but despite all these revelations, I worry we're no closer to finding Alan Silk. Has anyone learned aught from which might be his location? Not directly mayhap, but from what I've heard, it seems a convocation for to sequester a nearby Capitol building. When we went to see for ourselves, the attendant would have let us through with the right of permission. So we tried to track the luck at the Bureau of Administrator, where we thought these permissions might be issued, but the clerk said we couldn't help us since the names didn't appear in the registry. And that was when we gave up. I wonder, the rich tongue, could you be eligible for one of these writs? The voice in the lift seemed to know who you were. It might be the name is registered in Bear as well. A look, I'd say. Yeah, I'll go take a look. Meanwhile, I head back to the capital and search for this official point of entry, just in case. Pray allow me to accompany thee in this reconnaissance and arcane perspective may prove useful. Yeah, whatever, fuck it. I think I'd like to speak with you more on these ancients. Maybe they know something that could help cure Witchtown's condition. Would you mind coming with me? Sure, babe. Of course, I don't mind. Just lead the way. Guess we're together then. The Australia visitors us with further exploration. There is surely more intelligence to be had. So we parted ways once more. This time, however, as we reconvene in front of the Capitol. Alright. What is this business? The patronizing Emirati is struggling to conceal the disapproval of your attire. I must say that when these garments you're wearing, they are not own original concept, I take it. Clearly must be given the rather singular flamboyance. I never dream of stifling fledglings' creativity, but to parade around and cultivate an individual is hardly praiseworthy. An Emiratine of character shines the creations of the community. They do not hoard them for the use alone. The disparity is to mark their moral deficiency. Disparity engenders feelings of want and resentment, which degrade the bonds of fellowship. We encourage courage to share and share alike. Illuminate the candle of violence and smolder hearts of all. Therefore, I must implore you, little one, to cast aside your original trappings and don the communal robes. You may acquit yourselves an equal among many, and so doing, you will afford a great respect and autonomy. Worry not, for this is a simple affair. I recall seeing a gentle soul outside the hall of Red Heart, carrying a rose perfectly suited for one of your diminutive stature. I am sure you'll be glad to give you the wealth that you. We do hurry, little one. The eyes of the collective are never watching you. Oh, whole army looking rather smart this evening. What can I do for your little one? Robes and shit? Yes, robes and shit. Robes serve me live in ensemble. How prudent. Alas, I have nothing I can offer you at this present time. The ones who associate me carrying earlier were a failed experiment. I never intended to make them so small, so I disposed of them shortly thereafter. Failed experiment. Read your reviews, especially I gather you find odd and the others can fail, so similar application of creation magic. It's more common than you realize, little ones. In this instance, the gaggle children are passing us by as the image of the robes in my mind's eye simply by becoming aware of their presence. Was the form influenced and the final product changed? All things considered, could have been worse. Just another day as I was to convince the white-haired lion when all of a sudden this exquisite eagle alighted in a nearby railing. It gave me quite the shock and radically altered my initial concept. It's indeed its most unexpected development, but not to be altogether welcome one. Great sides are born from unexpected impetus. But even inspiration has its limits. For all the wonders we have to wrought, I do wonder if there has come a time when we shall fully explore the potential of our powers. When there is truly nothing left unmade, and only iteration and imitation is stagnation. Such esoteric matters do not concern you, Lumen. For now, I encourage you to embrace your creativity and work for the magics without the fear of failure. Thus, it would still be in your best interest to don the appropriate robes for avoiding scrutiny. Why don't you go to the Bureau of Architecture and request the appropriate concepts so you can fashion one yourself? Now I can just walk in here. Oh, 7. Greetings, little one. Come to debate. In a young age, I wonder if I should try to breach to settle on the topic. My apologies to the conclusion. My friends are not quite as fond of the Hall of Verdict as I am and have to chatting up potential conversation partners. So you're here to debate. I presume you're here to learn about the mysterious historic goings-on here. My pleasure to actually doing these matters you indulge me. Hall of Redwick, as its name indicates, is a place where citizens may freely gather to discuss and debate all manner of topics. There's an open discussion. Small rooms are available for desiring more intimate conversation. Oh, there's a wealth of reading material. Concerning rhetorical techniques and history penned by the greatest minds, this offers to self-study. My neurotic as a living, blah blah blah. This demonstration best serve. Saw contemporary mind engaged issue of personal. Blah blah blah. Slice by point, follow concepts of the Bureau of Architecture straight as original purpose. Business me trying the grass in the middle of the heat discussion. Come back later. It's a recent calamity befallen our friends across the pond. What say you? Of course, whether or not they ever should be on their behalf. The answer to this nature of proposition set off severity of those I have thrown away. I could dismiss all maintain an unsaleable more authority. Holy cow, what is happening? As holds for the present offer of floor to a young student, her opening cell was to be considering our fate of our neighbors across. What is your opinion on the matter? I can't say it seems like I could assume you're saying that I could see this who's not listening to semblance. Indeed, it seems gross. It's your opinion more relevant. Inventions and dial benefit. This creation might develop for finer differences. Pardon against its refreshing experience of ideas. Maybe sure. Some Descartes little more than academic success strongly failed to reach meaningful consensus. Ideas are missed in the forest for the trees. She will leave the blessed part of society to public discourse. Whenever possible, she watch the trajectory. There's all sorts of quests over here. Oh, too far. Oh my goodness, there's so many current quests here. Like, what in the world? Greetings and welcome to the Bureau of Architecture. In need of assistance. We have a pleasure to answer any questions you might have. If this counter may submit resignations for creation and counter may registration. My purchase agreement off limits to services provided. It's notion there's private creation making physical format concepts. I need to get an energy drink. What's going on with your phone? It's your boutique. Bouquet of flowers, possibly French. Limited shape and abilities. I might be accomplished one who cannot. Oh, jeez Louise. Chop, chop, chop. Of course, dangerous. Subversive creations, poor risks to everybody, so we have to have regulations. Boo. Alright, let's go back to this first. Alright, you, all the way over there with you. Ooh, what's up? Hey, little one. Oh, that's what he said. All right. Tried speaking of intended earlier. I thought young and eager could have poop up concepts and nothing. If it's vigilant. So each new systems engage in a dangerous activity. Thrilling and waiting period. Alright then, it's Spine Crater. Come learn the Bureau and its inner workings, I trust. My concept mind some time now. Adorable children, little creatures, signed perfect plaything and citizen, but I'm still terribly unsure if submitted for approval. I'm free to play rough, it's part of the fun. Use the concept matrix outside the Bureau of Architects and play with the creations. Oh, I'm going to be battling here in a second. Oh, I lost my chocobos. Oh, they're all going to attack me. Down I go! I see it. There's the Etherite. I find my lovely as engaging as I hoped. No, not really. The nonsensical phrase is attacked you like a mad beast? How distressing. That's what I intended. This is an unpleasant experience. Stuff of this experience grew stronger while I hated creation. Okie dokie. Fishing, gathering, crafting. Travel, there it is. Other currents. Oh, I missed it here. Listen to and quests. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna stress too much. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. That was a weird camera angle. Oh, we're supposed to fight these things? Got it. Oh, it's a black tie chocobo. I forgot I had one of these. It's awesome. Shake that booty. Score and drive is way too fast. Welcome back. Just lightning cluster. Alright, nice. Bless me. Oh. Thought it was done. Visitor, how can I assist? Confirm your details. The application is ready for collection. Like right in this guy's grill. Alright, cool. Let's see what these douches are selling me. Dark material, Gishel greens. Yeah, speaking of which... Oh wait, wrong one. It's that weird chair I got from that one event. Bureau of Secretariat. Oh, wrong side. Hello, more bureaucracy. Next, please. Do. Okay. I'm just chilling. You would think her from a time beyond ours, who had followed in the wake of Emmett Silk. Huh? Nay, there is no cause for alarm. I am simply a shade, here and not there. I know only that my name is Hierangelus, and the city is a recreation, a phantom moment plucked from the well of history. The others seem unaware of our pale existence, but I wonder if Emmett Silk's mind was distracted when it came to my reconstitution. A stray thought would have been enough. Hytholidius will realize the truth, for example. We were close friends once, you see. In spite of my perception, I play the same role as the rest, a bit part, meant to bring color and noise to the well-created stage. Too much scrutiny and we shall burst like the fragile bubbles we are. Thus, I tell you, my presence is not of concern for you. I wish only to share the company whilst we wait. Ooh, it's cold. If you come this far, then you know the catastrophe which awaits us on the morrow. Bro, I don't got time for your shit. Final days we get Iceland incident suits home to a world-spanning threat. Congregation 14, well, it was the 13 at that time, endeavored to create a will of our star. They would repair the fundamental laws of order that halt the spread of destruction. But creation on such a scale required an immense source of power. Those of us who still live, nearly half offered up their lives in the name of salvation. And from their sacrifice, Zodiac was born, just as we had hoped. We reached forth and halted the march of oblivion. Yet, oh, how the star had suffered. So many species lost, the land was blighted, the waters poisoned, even the wind was ceased to blow. Once more, people give themselves to Zodiac, another half of our race sacrificed to cleanse the world, to ensure the trees and grasses and myriad tiny lives would sprout growth. The cycle of life had begun anew, and we considered the means by which we might protect it. The convocation decided thus: we would nurture our world until it was bursting with vitality, then when the time was right, we would offer some portion of its living energy to Zodiac. In return, he'd restore to us our brethren whose souls had fed his strength, and together we'd resume our roles as stewards. They were, however, those who disagreed with this plan. They argued that enough had been sacrificed to Zodiac, and this new world should belong to the living, newly born. The assistants surrendered their life energies in the creation of Hydaelyn, an incarnation of their opposing belief. And for the first time in history, our people stood divided. Know then how the conflict ended. I thought you might. Emmett Silk has ever been a champion for the will of Zodiac. The original plan may have been to sit back for a millennia, but he will not have abandoned his course. He will pay the price for our return by whatever means is necessary. And though he may carry himself with a certain glib ease, Emmett Silk is not a man to bear his burden slightly. In fact, I imagine they've only grown heavier the passing centuries. Is this really terrible weight he has chosen to carry? Turn has come. Pray to not let me keep you. Oh, there's one last thing. You walk with another at your side, yes? Nay, I see no definitive form, just the faintest suggestion of a second soul. I doubt it visible to anyone but me. Otherwise, I assume only you can see and hear as earthreal companion. Your connection is hardly a coincidence. In our time, the two of you were one. The color of your souls tells the tale. A hue that distinctive cannot be mistaken, no matter how thin the soul is spread. Oh, this is just kind of fate I might expect for one such as she. Surely I still could recognize the hint of her in you. Fare you well, my new old friend. May you find what it is you seek. Visitor's writ is requested. When you wish to gain admittance to the capital, simply present a document attendant within. Let's go this way, see what happens. Finally, we've gone so long, it's on the verge of mounting a rescue party. How far do you in your bureaucratic ventures? I see my instincts were correct, and a good thing too. Orange and I weighed our chances of breaking into the capital unofficial entrance as by far the most attractive option. Capital boasts not a single armed sentry. 'Twould seem in time they would deem it needful to post guards. Windows and doors, however, appear heavily warded, though mightily did we strive, our strength mundane and magical, we failed to budge them even a fraction of one limb. Mayhap 'twas simply the case that makes 6 recreation to extend to their usual function. We didn't try everything, of course, but we thought it best to conserve our time and energy in more pressing matters. You can wait, Ryan, and I tried to get the cure for you. Conversations didn't exist around Amaranth today. They will happily tell you their own tales, but whenever we attempt to explain our situation, the conversation quickly became muddled. What of it? Was aught worthy of interest said during our efforts to obtain a writ? Great sacrifice of life in exchange for brother's resurrection, further instruction. And you see all the Ascian scheming has been leading to this. All this time, but it still mean to enact this plan when things won't end with the rejoining. I thought we knew our intentions in full. Restore the world to its former glory and in turn empower the Zodiark to reclaim his throne is the will of the star. If this merely a step along the way, I hesitate to put it in words, but we have to assume the following, the final rejoining. The Ascians mean to draw on the lives of the source to make the sacrifice to Zodiark. That does seem likely scenario. Mayhap those who ally with the Ascians would be spared that fate, but what value is there in surviving when all of history and all our struggles will be erased? I cannot conscience such an act. Of course not, and that's not to say that Emexec plans for the Exarch's power. We do stand to let him threaten our future as well as our past. We need to find him, and when we do, make our mark. Change the course of history in a way that felt by those who came before and those who come after, by everyone who've ever met. Change things that even my other self dying somewhere in that future calamity will smile and say, I knew you'd win. Fighting him looks like the only way. He created an entire city. We'll take everything we have to defeat him if we can. If we push that hard in the current state, the light will break free. The decision to press on lies with you, just as it lies with each and every one of us. Sure. Alright. So I just need those two, huh? I may come back here shortly. What am I trying to do here? That one. It's like up in this area, probably, huh? Okay, let's continue. Say appears to make her decision. Shadowbringers! Remember the talk we had atop the tower and Mord Soak? So some mine now as I was then. I don't abandon you, you don't abandon me, and together we make a difference in this fight. There's always hope if we look forward. I saw it again and again as I tore the veils of light from the sky. The next step forward, there's a chance we'll find a way to save you, no matter what it takes. It hurts, we can't count on me to keep you walking. I'm talking to each one of these guys individually? Cool. Val 3 spoke of the disaster we could bring to our own heads, the ceaseless conflict. Imagine we sneer to see us become the first, not to mention the perilous predicament. And yet we can deny the fire of the deeds and igniting this people's heart. You achieved what my logic and ideals never could, uniting disparate peoples under the banner of hope and common purpose. Without you, that giant Talos would never have raised his head. I have borne witness to many such miracles or decided to do so again as an obstacle on the road. So come, let us travel. It drag me to the wonder and dangers you want to do and shall endeavor to slow us down. Wait, not you. Who's next? Urianger! As thou well knowest, if Urianger click into this rest, we must needs bind his Ascian soul and then shatter with overwhelming force. Former task requireth us right, and church have I prepared upon the Exarch's asking no less. Though 'twas never mine intent to provide said boon, in future whence our noble friend doth hail as the world fallen into Ascian artifice, and we shall see a grim history repeated. And since Emet-Selk's destruction will be the culmination of Exarch's efforts, a reward that we shall endure these many years. Yet even with the Stridus in the jaws of peril, forget not that its fondest wish that many others besides see thee survive into the morrow. 'Tis in pursuit of the happiest outcomes that I have pledged to remain at thy side. Ishtola. Our time the first has never been in a succession of trials, as arduous as our path and the source ever was. Yet through all the journeys together, though the deep and foreboding wood, we have helped me stay true to my convictions. Thus, turn the favor, do as the heart decrees, hesitation or regret, and so will say on the matter. Well, this has put everyone in solemn mood, hasn't it? Honestly, we're not even sure this is the end of it. But I suppose you speak your minds, the opportunity that taught me so much in Arang. So for giving this moment of sentiment, rich town, by dragging me into this sorry mess, you give me a chance to think and act as I should have, for Ryan's sake. Words cannot express as much change in my life, and I'm grateful and I'm supported. So express my gratitude with my action instead. No matter where you decide to go, I'll be guarding your back. When Miniphilia entrusted me with her powers, she warned me not to matter how strong you became, you still fell victim to despair, you can still feel powerless. And she was right. After the collapse of Mount Golg, my hands wouldn't stop shaking. If I were to make a mistake, if I failed to bind the light within you, I was terrified you would die. Even now, you'd be moments when you're turning, I wouldn't know how to save you. You, Thancred, and others have all been here when I needed help. Minfilia surrendered her life to me, her legacy. I swear to do the same for you, and I want to. I do, but I'm not good enough. She told me to follow the example, and I tried. I really tried. But by the light, how can you go on? I'm not sure Actually, never mind. I think I'll understand better if I try it for myself. No, nothing will come of brooding here in self-pity. I made my decision. I'm going with you. Alright. Welcome to the capital. All visitors must find an official writ of permission. There it is. Your documents appear in order. You may proceed to the capital. Any guests you choose to bring with you must remain in your vicinity at all times. Ooh.
This really is unacceptable. I gave you very specific instructions.
Emet-Selch.
My invitation was for an abomination, ripe with the power to bring about the world's annihilation. Not this half-broken thing. Whatever am I to do with you? And I see you insist on keeping the same familiar company. Are you so lost without them?
It is not she who is lost without the familiar. Not content with remaking an entire city, you aim to fill it with the reconstituted souls of the dead.
I may have gotten a little carried away in my attention to detail, added a few unnecessary flourishes. Well, there's no point trying to hide it. Yes. Once the rejoining of worlds is complete, Zodiark will regain his full strength and shatter his prison. Then we shall offer up the Source's remaining inhabitants in sacrifice, that we might resurrect our brethren who died to bring Zodiark into existence. But what was it that you came here to do exactly? Well, you can't have him. The wisdom that man guards may open up new worlds of possibilities. He has unlocked the secrets of travel across the rift, and through time as well, it would seem. Quite an accomplishment for one of his incomplete nature. I must explore the limits of his capabilities and harness that power for the Ardor. Even now, after everything, you refuse to see reason. You think it unfair that you are subject to suffering? That your lives will be sacrificed for the Ancients?
Look at me! I have lived 1,000 of your lives. I have broken bread with you. Fought with you, grown ill, grown old, sired children, and yes, welcomed death's sweet embrace. For eons have I measured your worth and found you wanting. Too weak and feeble-minded to serve as stewards of any star.
Have your recent spats with Vorthri and his Sin Eaters taught you nothing? Have you not learned that your ignorance and frailty beget only endless misery? How long do you mean to perpetuate this farce? How much more must I endure your bumbling interference? Let us imagine that the laws of reality are again undone and the world faces true annihilation. Do you honestly believe that half your number would sacrifice themselves to save the other?
Of course they wouldn't!
And if you had witnessed history unfold as I have, you would reach the same conclusion. You cannot be entrusted with our legacy. I will bring back our brethren, our friends, our loved ones. The world belongs to us, and us alone.
Emet-Selch! We understand, truly, but it makes no difference. The ones you love are in the past, while ours are here in the present. One day, we too will be ashes and dust. But not today. Our time is not yet finished. We share your conviction, and that is why we will not abandon our course.
You think us the same? You think your tattered soul of equal worth to those I lost? Then come. Earn your place. Prove yourselves worthy to inherit this star. Backdrop for your final judgment. I shall wait within. But do not spend too much time on your preparations. There's no telling how much longer the guest of honor will last.
Awesome. Alright, before we do this, we're gonna take a little break so I can start making my foods. Oh, yeah. Alright. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Let's get food. Still on, right? Okay. Oh no, I should hold back. This time's long past. And sniff out the worst enemies before they reach you. Academic and average item level, item sync level. Commence.
Welcome to the final days of Amarant.
Is it Hyrule Force portal? I think so. Oh, I need to...
The fabric of our star began to fray, and the unchecked energies of creation begat malformed beasts.
Prepare yourself! Just as prayer gives rise to pridals, our dread may manifest our deepest fears.
Where is it?
Prepare yourself!
land buckle. The cities burned. The waters ran red with blood.
Look at that, friend. Wow. That is ridiculous.
Prepare yourself!
Hey, girl.
This is far from the worst of it. Come, and I will show you.
Whew, that's close.
Just a little further. And you will see the end of a world.
Prepare yourself! was fading, we saw we had to weave its laws anew. And our goal loomed a final misbegotten fiend.
I want the treasure chest. Alright. Oh no, I lost it. Boo! Boo.
Well, well, you prevailed.
Yeah, I did.
Nevertheless...
Your performance was underwhelming, and I remain unconvinced of your worthiness. Oh, you tower over your misbegotten ilk, no doubt. But should I bring my full strength to bear, well, you would be as leaves in the wind. The gulf between us is a reflection of the disparity between the world as it was and what it has become.
May not live up to your lofty standards. But they are our worlds, our homes, full of life and love and hope. And we won't stand by and let you destroy them!
Alisaie!
You are a mistake. For we who have known perfection, the shattered source and these shards are ghastly mockeries of the true world. The ephemeral lives you exalt are pale imitations, utterly devoid of meaning.
Belittle us all you like, but we will rise again and again, and give the lie to your insults through word and deed. We define our worth, not the circumstances of our creation.
Ha! More prattle. Fool. Who are you? No one. Nothing. Once I have reclaimed my heritage, my first act will be to expunge your stain from history's weave. My world will have no need for heroes.
Still fighting the good fight.
It is true that all we hold dear is fated to fade away. But that is no reason for us to forsake it.
To take what steps we may, and thus mark the road for those who would follow. To strive for the best of all futures. Be this not also thy purpose?
Oh no, everyone's getting beat up.
Do not presume to speak of my future.
And you? Why waste your final moment, weary wanderer? You've no fight left to fight, no life left to live. You see, the light will not be denied.
Surrender to your fate, and let the transformation take you.
Rise up in madness and fury. Devour the vermin infesting the land which is rightfully ours.
Oh no, not Reed.
Fight it. You have to hold on.
If you had the strength to take another step, could you do it? Could you save our worlds? Take it. We fight as one. This world is not yours to end. This is our future. Our story.
No, it can't be.
That trick of the light. You are a broken husk, nothing more. How can you hope to stand against me alone?
We stand together!
Wait, who's that guy?
How? I'm surprised
Oh no,
you can stand
that's
at all.
I could not well leave matters half-finished. Let expanse contract, eon become instant. Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call!
Damn you all!
Very well. Let us proceed to your final judgment. The victor shall write the tale, and the vanquished become its villain. But come, let us cast aside titles and pretense, and reveal our true faces to one another. He who shall awaken our brethren from their dark slumber.
Alright, looks good. Maybe at the church in a minute, and maybe I'll play closer soon later. So, hope you enjoyed. We're gonna kill this motherfucker next video.